What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kiss and then walk again, talk, talk, kiss and then talk again. Oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's After Dark Fridays. Everybody doing okay? James is clacking buttons and sniffling all over the place.
Hey, everybody.
Ooh, yes, it's Friday night. It's going to be a low count tonight because it is a middle of October. Can you believe it? So tons of people will be haunting, working haunts, so forth and so on. Hey,
Going.
13 Skeletons, how are you doing? 13, the drive-in probably won't happen this year. Um, I'm struggling just to get my porch decorated. Everything from, well, Hurricane Sally really, really put me behind. Um, I've had to do a lot of yard work, uh, just a lot of yard work with two hickory trees down and just a slew of other things in the yard. Um, I really haven't. I actually had to force myself to go out and put decorations on the porch last night, just so I could feel halfway normal. 13, I think you and Mark are the only two people here. You are. So unfortunately, the drive-in, I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Kind of bummed me out. I may try to do something like that for Christmas, but Hurricane Sally, when the time frame of it hitting was kind of unfortunate. And unfortunately, we are still in hurricane season. It doesn't end until November 30th. So I'm kind of, because of how wonky it's been, I'm kind of concerned to actually put anything up that would catch wind. So kind of a bummer, but not too much I can do about it at this point. So I'll try to do something. But, and I may have Halloween and Christmas during Christmas, and people just have to deal with it. So I'll definitely be handing out candy. So how are all two of you this evening?
Oh man,
Marcus, oh, go ahead.
I was just letting him know I officially have a sinus infection, which should be cleared up within a couple days. It's already getting a little better. Still like sore throat from all the sinus draining and everything, and it sucks. So I am still going to be rather quiet, but I am feeling better, so that's a plus. Oh, there's people jumping in now.
There's Reginald. So just pretty much once again, because James isn't feeling so hot, we'll probably keep this, and it'll be a low key evening with just a few folks, and of course just. Wait a minute.
Reginald's playing cards, scaring people.
It's another RIFAH night. I was like, wait a minute, what happened? AKA Rona. So we'll probably keep it at James and I anticipated that as we got deeper into the Halloween season in October that we would probably see fewer people on Friday. And we also anticipated that means that it could be shorter streams, and the fact that James isn't feeling so hot. 13, I am just so incredibly excited for the Halloween machine. You just have no idea.
Yeah, me too.
I'm living vicariously through you this Halloween, since I don't think I can. My yard's not going to be as elaborate as I was hoping. So,
hi Calliope.
Hey Calliope. So I'm living vicariously through your fantastic yard this year, 13. Even though I won't be able to visit it like James in person. So,
is it? It was the 21st. It was a Wednesday, and I should be okay too. As long as you're gonna be home and it's okay. It looked like the weather is gonna be all right. I'm on the trial, so that's cool. Thanks for stopping by, though, Vic.
Yeah, hey Vic, what's up, man?
But yeah, as long as everything is good to go, then yeah, we should be there on the 21st. What time is good for you? I need to actually get your actual address. You can just send it to me like in a private message. I know the general area. I've map quested that, like just to that area. I say map quest, but Jesus, I don't even know if it is MapQuest anymore. And I think it's about 2.5 hours. So it would probably be around 4:30 or 5 o'clock ish. I want to say, if that works for you.
I don't know if James, you see the question?
Let me see. I will let you know by Sunday, because I have to nail down the actual time. But I will let you know for sure.
I'm going to be living vicariously through all of you because I will not be even making it to a haunt this year.
But yeah, I would totally love to do a live stream from there just to show off what happens with the trap and everything. I mean, if
That's on a
he's up for
Wednesday?
that, then I can totally do it.
It's on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, we can work on setting me up. You know, if you want to do it this way, or if you just want to do a straight Facebook live stream, you know, to the page.
Yeah. I mean, we can do it this way. I'll just have to get you the stuff. I mean, I know you'll figure it
Yeah.
out in no time, but
Yeah, and we could. I mean, you know, I don't see why not. 13 is all about the live streaming.
all right, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely do one because I mean it's Wednesday anyway, so it'll just be an
Yeah, it'll just be
earlier
an
live stream. Yeah.
earlier show, and then if we get set up and do it, and James is traveling back, I can just set everything up and do a regular Wednesday night at 9:00.
Oh, drone
Oh,
video, sweet. Yeah, I don't have a drone, or else I totally would do that.
what is so? There's 2 weeks to Halloween. I may be able to get the side yard something done with the side yard before then.
What's up,
Normally, I
Zach?
like having the side. Oh, hey Zach. Um, I may just bum myself out if I don't get something done. I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, just get something. Put out a couple
The front
pumpkins.
porch is coming along. I will say the front porch is coming along. So, wish we could have met up, but that would be hard as hell.
Well, we're supposed to have one next year, I think, as long as people relax on this pandemic business. Or I should say, tighten up on this pandemic business.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute now. Let's figure this out. Wait a minute now. Kind of relaxed already. Cause yeah. Totally not to keep on the subject of me. But I also realized too that a lot of the wooden stuff I was going to use for the screen is still underneath the hickory tree. Just kind of fell on top of it. It's the wood is good. I just can't get to it. I just thought about that. Pandemics and hurricanes. Hell with it.
Oh yeah. Hey Ashton.
What's up, Ashton? Ashton, my whole house is decorated for Halloween year long. It's not even a single room. It's just the whole house. I will say that I do keep a jack-o'-lantern on my porch year long, so
And I
people get
have a
used to it.
9-foot T-Rex year long.
There you go.
Does not get more dedicated than us.
That is true.
You know, we may just end up having to skip Friday nights until after Halloween. Not to limit our numbers or anything, but it's like it probably wouldn't hurt us to take a little bit of a break and just go to 2 nights a week for 2 weeks, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, we really not only do we anticipate this, we also mentioned it in multiple streams moons ago.
Yeah, that's really expected.
Yeah. Zach has 3 pumpkins. And we even said we did not know exactly what would happen until we were in the thick of things on what we would do. So,
what's up, Chuck?
Hey, Chuck. And you know, since we're going to be hopefully still doing a collaborative live stream for Halloween on Saturday, you know, there'd be no reason to do a Friday live stream anyway.
Yeah, so
on the
really
3rd.
it'd be just the 1 week next week.
Well, next week we got 2 more weeks, so it'd be next Friday and the following
Oh
Friday.
yeah, well yeah, yeah, but the
Which
Saturday after that following Friday is Halloween, so
yeah,
we would
I'm
still
just
have
saying that we
3 that week. It's just next week would only be the week we'd only have 2.
yeah, okay, I got you.
But that also includes the 13 Skeletons live stream, so a little bit of a
Yeah,
bonus for that week, I guess.
true.
As we're literally just talking business on the stream.
Yeah, the few people that are here will get to know they have exclusive knowledge of what's about to occur. So
Yeah, you guys getting a sneak peek. This is usually what
sneak
happens
peek
like
of-
before and after the streams. We just discuss things.
see, and so there you go. We do it. We do it right in front of everybody, and then as soon as the stream ends, I can say goodnight, and you can go to bed, and see we're done. Which is cool because then I'll just Will, my neighbor Will, he's like, "Are you going to decorate more on your porch?" So I was like, "I might," and so that'd be perfect excuse for me to just okay, good night, and then I'm out. But good lord, yeah, tomorrow's gonna be wild. God, this whole weekend's gonna be wild. So,
Mine's
so
just
we
gonna
got
be
Zach.
soup and rest.
Yeah, well, you definitely need to feel better before you head over to 13 Skeletons.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
it sucks. You weren't feeling good.
As long as I can
But, you know,
maintain what I'm currently doing, I'll be fine. Cause like from Wednesday to tonight, I'm like significantly better. It's just one of them things. Takes a little bit of time, I guess.
oh yeah, drink some orange juice. Be all right.
Yeah.
Um, Chuck, you doing okay tonight?
Yeah, what's going on with everybody in chat? Everybody's being pretty quiet.
Yeah, super low key tonight. You need to chat it up before we stop the Friday night streams. And then of course, just so everybody know, Danny and I talked about this as well. There may be adjustments made even after, once we are out of Halloween season, even though Halloween is every day, there may be adjustments as well.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to play that by ear. But I definitely think that we'll make this the last After Dark Friday through October, since we're going to be making other adjustments to other streams and stuff. So I don't see why not. We'll make a.
That's kind of emotional. That's an emotional statement right there.
Oh no! Oh no! I get the rest on a Friday.
The last After Dark until the end of October.
There's gonna be people like not here tonight. They're like, well, I'll just make it the next Friday. It'll be like, oh, hello.
We'll just have to make the post. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll pin it and then we'll make it a couple times. And I mean, obviously, if an event page doesn't show up, they're gonna be like, oh. I noticed not even Ellen's here. Where's your mom? she
Yeah, I don't
doing
know
a
what they're
drive-thru?
doing. They may have gone to another drive-through to a trunk or treat.
Oh my God, trunk or damn treat. And speaking of, I mean, it's wait, what do you mean 13? Oh, about no Friday night out. Well, even 13, you're already been busy all year, but we'll make it up.
I don't know how you have the time to do what you do. As much stuff as you've gotten done. And by the way, the website looks freaking awesome. I went and looked at it today and like went over everything, was checking all the stuff out. Looks
It's
great.
phenomenal. Yeah, the website is just
The amount of work you put into that, man, it's just impressive.
Yeah, it's if anything that's going to motivate me outside my own family realm to try and get something up in my yard, it'd be you and your website 13. So I still going to live vicariously through you, but
so are we getting a sneak peek at the video tomorrow when the first run?
Oh yeah, you gonna video the first run, 13? The trial run? Because that would be awesome.
Kind of nice with being super slow. It's kind of like the first few streams we did. Just really laid back. Let's just kind of talking.
Planning out things, making people listen to it until they left the stream. Like, what the hell?
What
hell
was
with
that?
it? It's like are we in a business Zoom meeting or something? Or
Listen, I've got all kinds of ideas for the Mike and James show. I have so many ideas.
Are you going to steal them from yourself? Because that's what we've been doing for the last
Pretty
7 months.
much. I wrote them down. I had to throw it away because I'm like, no, I'm going to see this and then I'm going to take it from her.
13. I don't think anything is going to be a failed attempt.
No, literally seeing anything happening was going to be awesome. I don't care.
Yeah, anything that goes on is going to be triumphant.
Yeah.
So
I'm working on it, Ashton. You know what? Tomorrow, if you're around, I'll give it a shot for a little while. As long as I wake up tomorrow and I feel a little better than I felt today. But the sinuses are clearing up, so it'll be all right.
You need to snort up some salt water. You'll be all right.
Kim Bark, what's going on?
Hey, Kim Bark. How you doing? Welcome to an extremely laid-back After Dark stream.
The last After Dark stream for October.
The last, yeah. Just to let you know, Kim Bark. This right before he came in, we were talking business, and James and I anticipated that the Friday nights, as we got deeper into October, would slow down with the viewership. Which, of course, the few of you that are in here right now love you to death. Y'all are super awesome for being here. But to kind of give James and I a break, and since we're going to be streaming on Halloween, hopefully everybody can stream with us, and then some extraneous streams here and there. This will probably be the last After Dark we do for October. So that's only 2 Fridays, but since we anticipated a slower weekends because of haunts being open and people working and going, and we figured we'd be shifting things around. We're just gonna kind of let everybody know that this will be the last for After Dark for October. So.
Oh, and speaking of our Halloween stream for the decorations and stuff. I already told you this information. So Amazon had their Prime Days, and they had the Ring version 3 on sale for really cheap. So I was like, all right, I'll get that. And it's got the wide angle lens on it, so I think it's gonna be perfect. I think I'm just gonna stream right off of that Ring.
Oh, cool!
Because it's got a beautiful camera, like it's very clear, and it's wide angle, so I can get like a majority of the front yard just with that one camera.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, I'm freaking smart. And it's battery operated, so I can actually put it wherever I want.
Oh, even better. How long does the battery last?
I don't know. I haven't even looked. Yeah, 13. I'll definitely do that. For sure.
That's a given. That's a given, 13, because I mean, I just think it's going to be cool. And then to record it, I don't know of anybody else that's doing it in internet land.
Not yet.
I think it's. Well, yeah, we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks. No shit. Oh, Blink's announced. Blink's announced everybody stream contest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. But not many people really focus on Halloween like we do. Like our whole thing has always been focused pretty much on just Halloween, not so much just the haunts and everything.
Well, Halloween and the home haunts.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's what I mean. But even like the home haunt is so directed towards like the big Halloween night, whereas to me, professional haunts are so disconnected from like what I think of Halloween. I guess that's where my association with us and like the home haunts and Halloween is so strong.
yeah. Well, yeah, and the professional haunts and stuff like that are also uh it's an entertainment, it's an outside entertainment thing for folks, you know. So it's like, well, I'm gonna go to Universal and ride a coaster because I don't have one in my yard,
Yeah.
I guess. And some people just don't have the gumption to stay at home and trick or treat. A lot of people just believe like, oh, if it's a holiday or if it's a special time of the year, then I need to go out and do something. Kind of like New Year's Eve or Christmas or
I
Halloween.
need to drink.
Uh, yeah, I need to go party with my friends. Well, party in your house. It's a pandemic.
Mark is actually working. He was here for a minute, but he said to go. Danny had to go pick up her son because they were supposed to go to the corn maze, but it got canceled. So they
Because of
both let
lightning.
us know. Yeah. Kim
Yes,
Bark said they're making adjustments to the website inventory before I do this show tomorrow. What show you doing? This really makes it
magic
easier
show.
being super slow tonight. Just like I am super not complaining about it.
Well, once again, and I only say it just we really did anticipate it. So I'm not surprised. And I think it's a good idea after, just to kind of, like I said, get a little bit of a break for everyone. Kimbark says the Cameron Peak fire exploded today. More communities evacuated today. Getting nervously close to the haunt. Still a ways to go, but it's still burning out of control. Holy crap.
Oh man, that sucks.
And then Kimbark says Vision Comics and Oddities.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Halloween mini show all day tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Sweet. 13 says, since he's not here, I'm going to use up all my rude cards.
Nice.
But, using them while she's here annoys her, and that makes me laugh.
You know what we should do before
Why you gotta be so rude?
there goes one of them. Before Halloween, maybe we should we should buy one of the masks from Kimbark there and give it away on the show. We haven't done a mask giveaway yet.
No, that's true.
I'll have to work something out.
Have to figure out.
You can buy it from them and have it shipped directly from them.
Figure out if it's a mask, it needs to be something really, wild. Wild, not just a drawing of something wild, like I don't even know.
Man, those rude cards crack me up though.
One day I'll actually hear one of them.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Here's another one.
Let's see what else is going on. In news, quite a few places in the UK that were open. Actually, some places that were actually opened are now having to close. Their COVID numbers are way going out of control. Not that ours are doing any better, but
Yep, Canada too.
Canada. I'm sure there's other places and they're just not reporting it, but Um,
Pretty much Europe and Canada are like they're literally moments away from a lockdown.
yeah,
I'll
we
get you a
we
link,
would
Kimbark.
we would be in lockdown right now if we, Although there are some spotted places in the United States, haunts that literally waited until as last minute as they could and have announced that basically their restrictions are either still in place or whatever, and they just couldn't open. So, um, it's still even here.
Yeah, it sucks. The whole thing sucks, man.
Oh, very much, very much so.
There you go, Kimbark. Link to 13.
Why you gotta be so rude?
another rude card. What's up, Keith?
Damn, Kimbark. Colorado shot up from 200 new per day to 900. Well, everybody just moved to Florida because, as we've said, we cured COVID.
Florida's about to have another massive super spreader event anyway with the Biketoberfest going on.
Yeah, well, and yeah,
and the full theme park thing, but I guess I don't know. The numbers at the theme parks have been pretty disgusting lately.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get.
Like normal days are like you're waiting 75 minutes for rides on non-weekend days.
No.
Right?
I literally just no.
I wouldn't wait 75 minutes before COVID.
Yeah.
Just got home and move around like a gypsy.
And Lee, our resident travel agent, she is currently in Universal right now.
Seemed like everybody was there today. Jim was there.
Yeah.
There was somebody else, Jim, Lee, and there was a third person that was at Universal today.
I'm trying to think who it was.
I believe I saw Adam the Woo's video. I think he was at Mysterious Mansion, though, just like a couple days ago.
I know I saw Jim went to 13th floor in Jacksonville. Oh, Keith, 13 Skeletons is rocking.
Oh yeah, man. They've got such a great following too. It's because their posts are interactive and fun. It's a great thing, man. That's why we always we ever since we discovered 13, like we've just always shared the crap out of their stuff because it's great.
Yeah. We'll never not talk about 13 Skeletons. They'll get tired of us talking about 13. They're like, shut up. Just shut up.
I want to punch Adam the Woo in the face. There's a lot of people that want to punch Adam the Woo in the face.
Wait, why does people want to punch Adam the Woo in the face?
He's very hard to take sometimes. He acts like I don't know. He acts very childish a lot of the times. And I mean, I guess it's probably mostly for his videos because of his audience. They're mostly kids. So it can be really grating, I guess. Like, just hard to take.
Oh.
I don't have any issues with them, and even some of the stuff I watch is like, oh, it's really cringy. It's so over the top.
Kimbark says, I met with Mike, the owner of Empty Grave. Given the new spikes, I think we made the right decision to close. The way Andy is doing Haunted Ferncliff ghost tour through the whole town with scare actors, I think he has a pretty safe setup.
That's great.
Cool.
That's awesome. I mean, it sucks to close, obviously, but doing things like the intelligent way, and then if you're gonna be open, doing it the way, being smart about it. That's the most you can do, and that's support that. I think we both support that kind of stuff.
110%.
It's just the people that are like cramming everybody into a line and then not enforcing the masks and stuff. It's just, we get it. Everybody understands masks suck, but just wear the damn mask. It's really not a hard thing to do. If it like if it has a 10% chance of saving somebody's life, just do it. I don't get it.
Do you see what Disney put out about the masks? They basically said if you, even though it's no longer mandatory in the state here to wear masks, it's mandatory to go into a Disney park.
Yeah.
And they're putting it this way, like, uh, if you decide you don't want to wear masks, then we recommend you reschedule your date with us.
That's great. I applaud them for that one.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, no shoes, no shirt, no service. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
So, So anyway, Keith says if my YouTube's cross paths with his YouTube, somebody is getting knocked out. Keith says, "Wear the mask. I don't want to drive through haunt HIV." Ooh, Lord.
He seems like a really nice dude. It's just sometimes, and I mean, he's in a couple of good bands. Like, he was in Guttermouth. He was a bass player for Guttermouth for a while, and they're one of my top punk bands. So, if you don't wear your mask, you're getting thrown out. That's what the British lady says every 20 minutes. I mean, it's such a simple thing to do. I get it. It sucks, especially in the heat, but it's not that bad. It's better than, killing someone. Oh, just do it.
Or yourself.
Yeah, well.
Well, Kimberg says there was no way we could be indoor haunt safely, and then the potential hazard to our small, mostly our two families. Crew was trying to police masks on rowdy nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and of course, an odd thing well, we've been talking about this for months now about the masks, but the science behind it is very sound. There, countries around the world, including us, are seeing amazingly high spikes. Some places are trying to call it the second wave. It's not. The whole idea that a lot of things opened up too early. There was too much pushback from crowds wearing the masks, especially in super spreader events. If you literally cannot put two and two together with mask usage and crowds, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But James and I have been advocating the masks for since we began this, and there's not much more we can say except we'll just keep trying to tell people in the nicest way possible to basically protect yourself and protect others. But literally the numbers now speak for themselves, and it's sad because honestly, when we started this, we said if people don't mask up, if they aren't cautious, if they don't quarantine, if they don't do this, Halloween is going to be exceptionally different than what we're used to. And guess what? It is. It's exceptionally different, especially the places that are now here in the United States that are canceling trick or treat. We whatever month or two ago when one place decided to do it and there was pushback. Well, the pushback is now pushed back, and it's a no-brainer now. It's just like, well, you just because a lot of people can't do the right thing, then we're just going to have to basically say no trick or treat, no this, no that. It's sad, and this is even worse to say it this way, but you heard it here first, folks. We tried.
And I mean,
Halloween's not canceled.
No, definitely not. I've got really bad asthma. I have terrible lungs. I have a steroid inhaler. I have a regular inhaler. slightest thing can set me off, and I can still wear a 2-layer mask and not die because it's not that bad. Not the easiest thing to do. It's a little inconvenient, but still, it's not the end of the world either.
No. No, and it's nobody's taking away your liberties or any of that kind of stuff. Now we're getting kind of political, but it's just it was such a simple thing to do. It was such a simple thing to um, fathom, and here we are, and it's not just the United States. I mean, so I guess it really isn't. I mean, uh, it's not just the United States. I mean, the UK. The UK, the news from the UK as far as the devastation with their haunts. I mean, we have a larger percentage of haunted attractions here, and the percentage of those haunted attractions that decided to close or not open a while ago to save themselves the money from opening and being closed is really, really high. There's a few there's a few people on Facebook that are trying to tell a different tale of closures to openings, but I guarantee you the amount of closures are higher than what's open. And then in the UK, of course, the ones that decided to try and open with all the safeguards in place and spend a lot of money are now not regretting it, but now it's the inevitable where the restrictions are back in place and they can't open, or they can't open with nearly the amount of throughput that they were hoping to do.
Did you see
So,
Kim Barks comment? Got a message from Andy. Spot fire from the Cameron Peak fires now burning Meeker Park 5 minutes from the haunt.
Oh no, God Almighty!
That sucks, man.
Oh Lord!
Like the year just is not rough enough. Let's throw in hurricanes and fires to the
fires, and you know what? Why not? You know what? Let's just go ahead and put a glacier in Pensacola Bay. Let's just go ahead and put a glacier for the winter.
Anybody checked on Yellowstone?
On who?
on Yellowstone?
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and have a super volcano. I mean, why not? Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everyone! Super volcano. Thanks a lot. But you know what, Kim Bark? Even though that ultra sucks, of course, human life and creature life and everything else is paramount. So if everyone and every animal and everything can just be safe, things can be replaced. I know that's a cliche, but it's really true. So as long as folks are safe and creatures of the night, that's paramount. 13 Skeleton says, Mark, are there Disney mask prints marked as limited edition for sale? Like they have special pins for holiday. Mark might be in and out 13, but we can actually ask him. I'm sure he would be happy to snag you one if there was. So, Mark, if you're there, 13 Skeletons wondering if there's any limited edition face masks. So, if there are, let them know. Mark says I have COPD and still wear my mask. Thank you. So I'm sorry you have COPD, but see, Kim Bark knows what's up. I'm sorry, James. What you saying?
I was just gonna tell Ashton that sucks, and I would not tell somebody to stay home because they have like a medical reason to do it. But at the same time, just staying home safer anyway. So if you can do it, just stay home. Don't do it because you have to. Do it because there's really nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That's safe anyway. Mask or no mask.
Definitely this year, just in general, has just been a weird ass year. It's just been a wild ride. So like what James said, Ashton, nobody likes to do things that are not normal, like for what we do. I guarantee you, when seatbelts became like mandatory, there was a lot of pushback with that too. Of course, now it's like, oh, you just buckle up and you don't even think about it.
Some
normally.
people.
Some people. Well, I don't know. Everybody that I know is like it's secondhand, or you're like, oh, boop, boop, and you're done. Then of course the cards that tell you you're not buckled up are hilarious. But
I do
Ashton,
it because it's just safer. Like, why wouldn't you?
right? Well, it does. Once again, buckle up. It saves lives. So yeah, Ashton, like what James said, it's just in general, it's safer to not be out and about.
I think you're funny enough to do a YouTube's. I don't know what you're talking about, and you've got more than enough gameplay to be able to do one.
Yeah, Keith, earthquakes have actually increased at Yellowstone. I wouldn't be surprised.
That was
I wouldn't
Kim
be
Bark that
surprised.
said that.
What happened?
Kim Bark's one that said earthquakes have increased over.
Oh shit! Who did I say said it?
Keith.
Because I knew it was Kim Bark. Oh well, whatever. Keith would have said it eventually. I'm just kidding. It's because I'm just trying to keep up with the chat.
And there's always good shit to find in Keith's videos. Keith's videos are always funny. Even if it's just his complete lack of interest in learning technology. Or him saying he's going to perpetrate up and everywhere.
Well, that didn't sound at all like a Friday night after dark. Keith said that seatbelts became mandatory in 1957.
Oh, fuck. I forgot it is Friday, though, isn't it? Wait, is it? It is Friday.
It is Friday.
Fuck yeah.
It's just so low key that we've decided not to swear. And that's fine.
Leanne loves chainsaws. Thanks, Leanne. I love chainsaws too. Again, I'm sorry, guys, for like my lack of being able to talk very loudly or effectively.
So, ooh. Well, that's the biggest thing is you need to get better. Family and everything else. So you can go see 13 and go out and be sick. Kimbark says, "I'm a big advocate of buckle up and shut up."
Why you gotta be so rude?
Sorry to hear that. Paramedics told us she would have survived if she was wearing it. I hate to hear that, but that's a common story, unfortunately.
Good night, 13. Thanks for stopping by. And
good night, 13. Thank you so much.
hopefully we'll see
As
you
always.
on Sunday, and then we can hash out some details for Wednesday.
Yep.
True that. Fuck technology. Keith, man, your whole world would open up if you just gave it a shot. What's up, Spike?
I concur. Hey, Spike.
You're not late. You got here just when you got here.
Yep, but you did make it to the last After Dark for October. So it's a good thing you came in for last. Let him know on.
You still sound like shit, James. Stay out of drive-through ones. Jesus.
You're just gonna get nothing but pure hell for that.
I know, man. I could not have gotten sick at a worse time, too.
Well, the coincidence is.
Here's the thing, though. I was literally near no one.
Well, no, of course you didn't. I mean, you didn't get it from the damn drive-through haunt. It's probably snorting up all that hay or something you got.
Just
in your
karma,
yard.
I know it. Just the karma. And I even admitted to being a hypocrite. Bullshit.
I admitted being a hypocrite. Keith says my buddy's brother-in-law died with a steering wheel through the chest because
Jesus.
65 months have collapsible column. Good God.
Man, we got real morbid here tonight, isn't it?
Well, I guess for the last After Dark, but it just shows that it's laws have been put in place because of incidents and science and observation.
Yeah.
So, seatbelts, collapsible steering wheels, firewalls, and that's just in vehicles, for God's sakes. so many other things. Fire retardant safety in haunted attractions. Um, you name it. Super duper harsh but very necessary fire rules in haunted attractions, all because of extremely terrific incidents.
Hey, April.
Hey, Danny. Hey, April.
Hey, Danny. I don't see Danny. What?
He said hi, Danny.
Okay.
I'm just following suit.
Well, I just saw April said hello, so I said hi. I didn't see Danny though.
I don't know. I'm following. I'm just doing what Keith said.
You just going with the crowd.
Going with the crowd.
Here's the
Because
thing, man. He's right though. Science. There's a reason why these safety things are put into place after they're tested and proven to be effective. It's not like people are just making shit up just to do it. Seems like the motto of 2020. Things got real morbid. It 100%.
Well, like I said, what better thing to do to kill off the last After Dark for October than just to be morbid as hell.
I feel like somebody needs to play a Mark's Dream Crusher card at the end of the night. just to sign off After Dark until the end of October. If we even do it in November, I don't know. I assume we would. Why wouldn't we do After Darks and just be a different? It'll be a different goat.
Well, I mean, in November. Well, maybe even the first Friday of November, we don't do it because a lot of haunts will open the first weekend of November.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially this year, just to make up some extra cash. So, Keith Vic is working the trail.
Yeah,
he popped to let us know that, and he popped right back out. So yeah, so we can confirm that. So I'll look and see how many haunts, what the ratio of haunts that are going to open in November, the first weekend, and we may just one more After Dark out, and then see Danny is here. Hey Danny, and then start with the new old format of doing the same thing but calling it a different show. Kimbark says, for anyone out there who has been fortunate to never experience a fire in a haunt, even with a modern fire code, it's scary as fuck, as those codes do save lives. Yes, they do. That's why I've known some folks who are like, effing fire marshal. I'm like, no, trust me, the fire marshal doesn't want to have to be that harsh. I mean, the rules for haunted attraction, I think, are as high up there as they are for like a hospital, probably more. I mean, it's amazing what you have to do, what you can and can't do, for a good reason. Oh, thanks for dropping by, April.
See ya, April.
Y'all be careful. So all of that roundtable discussion is masks are a good thing, whether you think they are or not. And if a place says that they're mandatory like Disney and you go there and give a Disney employee hell about it, then I personally think they should escort you off property and tell you are basically banned for the rest of your life. There's just no reason for that.
Yep.
Just do it or don't go. This is the only situation I would say, if you don't like it, don't go. Because you're not just doing yourself a service by wearing it, but also everybody else. I mean, they say that the mask is really to protect other people, not you. So that's where it becomes super selfish. If you don't want to do it, it just means you don't care.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like it's
the throat.
So if you go out and you go out and you had the ability to save somebody's life, but you willingly chose not to because it's a minor inconvenience out of your life to save that person's life, would you actually do that? Because that's essentially what it boils down to. Is it may not be directly saving their life like immediately, like you're not administering CPR, but if it's somebody that's a high risk that has to go out to get medication or something and has no other choice, and you go out willy nilly, just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out with no mask on because I'm, my freedoms and such, uh, and you're a carrier and you get that person sick, that's completely avoidable, simply by wearing a little piece of cloth, which has been proven to be effective
Right.
when used
Regardless.
correctly and maintained correctly. Because yes,
Yeah.
everybody's like, well, everybody's saying now that the masks are making it worse because people don't clean. You have to clean the mask. You have to not be you have to not be a functioning idiot. You have to literally maintain your stuff. It's just, oh my god, people.
Well, like I said, we will continue beating this dead horse. It's not a dead horse, but we've been doing it. We've been advocating it for months now.
Even if you disagree with masks, don't berate some poor person who's just trying. Exactly, and there's zero reason why anybody should disagree with masks. There's no reason for it, other than they're like, oh, it's an inconvenience for me. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, and and the folks that are anti-maskers and they say, well, if you don't feel safe going out, then don't go out. And it's like, no, if it's mandatory to have a mask on going somewhere, it's not. That's not the point. The point is like Disney is asking you to wear a mask. Wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, then you stay your ass at home.
Yep.
Don't tell other people to do it. That's just the level of rudeness. Literally over the past several months has just been
really
mind-boggling.
shown a lot of people, man.
It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. I've actually absolutely had it with some folks. I've had it with them. I mean,
I have too, man. It's just inexcusable.
Yeah, I mean, I value my parents' lives over myself, and then I value my life, and then friends. And for me to go see my parents, the steps must be taken to protect myself so I can protect them. And if some jackoff wants to like tell me blah blah blah, I literally have had it with people like that. I've had it. I mean, to the point where I am not a violent person, but I can feel it if I go out and somebody said something about me wearing a mask. I literally know exactly where to punch them in the throat, and then they can't breathe at all. Fuck you. Now you can't breathe at all. And it's so I've had it. We are now seeing the unfortunate darkness here during Halloween because there were so many people that wouldn't take the simple responsibilities of quarantining and masking and this, that, and the other. And although Halloween can never be canceled, there's a very quick darkening of it right now with the festivities. And anybody that would say, well, I'm still going to haunts, well, that's great. Just protect yourself. But if you go to a haunt that promotes all these safety features and then they don't do it, think about this. What if you go to a haunt and they're supposed to have fire suppression and everything else, and you go in there and it catches on fire and you die? You'd be pissed. I wouldn't go to a haunt that has all these safety measures for COVID, and I get there and people are hacking all over the place and licking poles and not wearing masks and crotched ass. I would absolutely I would leave and I would review them so poorly across the board. It wouldn't be, it would just be insane. So
I want to go out on a limb here. It's 10 o'clock, but I feel like it's the last one and I feel okay. So if you're all right with it, we can go another 30 minutes and just hit at 10:30.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to extend the final After Dark of October a little bit, because I mean I'm doing all right, and why not? There's good conversation going on.
Oh yeah, anytime we can try to protect people. Kim Mark says day job is project manager for my dad's construction company. We've pulled crews off of jobs because the other trades refuse to wear them. We just tell the GC, sorry, no mask. We don't work on your project. That's
Awesome.
fantastic.
Yep.
That's actually brilliant, Kim Bark. You have, I'm sure, James and I's absolute gratitude and 2 thumbs up for your dad's construction company
Exactly.
for doing that.
And I would hire them specifically for that reason. And like I think that's the way it should be. Like I think now if it's gonna be a while, like people don't want to do this, I think we should have some kind of rating system. Be like pro mask, anti mask. And I'm literally not gonna use people that just refuse to wear masks. I will pay extra money to have people wear a mask.
Yeah.
Danny, yes, this is the last After Dark for a couple weeks. Probably at least until second week of November.
Yeah, that's I'm really thinking that the first Friday of November is probably going to be shot. Kim Mark says I won't name the haunt. Big corporate owns locations all over. Well, you've already named them. I know several actors who quit because distancing was not being practiced. I'll go ahead and name the umbrella company, which is 13th Floor. I couldn't tell you which one it is, but I have heard not things like that, but I've actually heard little stories here and there over multiple of their locations, where they're really not doing what they say they're going to do.
You ever notice turkey bacon tastes like fried cardboard? Thought turkey bacon was cardboard.
In my house, we don't buy turkey bacon to know because that is a faux pas.
It reminds me of that scene from Parks and Rec. Ron goes to the Whole Foods store, and the guy's like, "Here, you want to try turkey bacon?" And he takes it and throws it in the trash. He goes, "Please, I'll have another." Takes it, throws it in the trash, and he's like, he does it like 4 times. It's like I don't think I can keep doing this. And then April walks up. She goes, "Here, I'll take one." She takes it, throws it in the trash.
Yeah, turkey bacon is not okay because those two words don't belong together. It's like people that eat instead of eating hamburger meat, they eat ground turkey, and to me that just tastes rancid. I mean, for some reason, it just tastes rancid.
Yeah,
The last time I had,
not a fan of ground turkey either. I love turkey, but not ground turkey.
And I like if you cook a turkey, I like actually it dry. I don't like a juicy turkey. I like it I actually like the meat dry. I like thinly sliced turkey meat on a sandwich.
You can put ground turkey in a meatloaf though, and you won't even notice it. So it's a way to cut out a little bit. No, it's really good. But we use either like ground beef, veal, and pork, or ground beef, veal, and turkey, or ground beef, turkey, and pork. It's just any random combination of whatever we find. It always comes out really good.
I mean, minus the when you said the word turkey.
You won't even know though, because as long as you get like a decently fatty ground beef, there's really no difference.
If you if you have to hide the other ingredients with a bunch of fatty other meat, then I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, it's like who buys the fucking like 90-10 ground beef? What's the point? It just turns into little clumps of hard beef. Weird. Like it.
I could eat that. You know what? Now all of a sudden, because I think you said sausage or some shit. Now I want sausage cheese ball.
Pork.
Yeah, the pork. It was the word pork.
Used
All
to have
right,
a
let's see
bar.
what Keith says. Pseudo burgers. We'll go into that in a minute. Kimbark says we used to have a bar out here called Dungeons and Drafts that had a cocktail called the Ron Swanson. It was a whiskey neat with a flaming piece of bacon on top.
That's
I
awesome.
don't, I don't drink, but I'd probably try that. Just
It
because.
should be a Lagavulin with a flaming piece of bacon on it.
Oh my God! All I know is flaming piece of bacon. Danny says, I don't mind ground turkey so long as there's seasonings added to it. Nope. 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 I make some awesome turkey meatballs with seasonings and diced banana peppers. I I just the last time that I had ground turkey meat, I was not told it was ground turkey meat. This was 24 years ago. Somewhere around 24 years ago, and they were making tacos. And I was like, tacos. And I started eating them, like, and they could tell my facial expression, like, and I felt terrible. They're like, Mike, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't mean to like really say anything, but I think this meat is rancid. And they're like, rancid? I'm like, yeah, it just really doesn't taste all that great. And I said, I really apologize. Well, it's ground turkey. I'm like, oh, you're just trying to kill me.
You
That's great.
poisoned me.
Yeah, you're just trying to kill. And they said it's an acquired, but that literally the meat was fine, but to me the ground turkey, even with taco seasoning, it literally it engaged my reflex to like spit it out, which I didn't do. But I'm like, I said, I'm sorry, I can't eat this. So I ended up eating tacos with no meat, but just a lot of like a vegetable taco.
I can see you being like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like, ah, yeah, see, this is what I'm on about. You see how he oppresses me?
Yeah, that's about right too. So no, I can't do ground turkey. And I have to read this out loud because it made me actually chuckle while I was scratching my eye socket. On Thanksgiving, I like juicy dark meat, just like Tina Turner. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Um, these are what after darks are made for. I don't know what we're going to do when we don't have a couple of them. Probably my head will explode.
I know. Rough.
Jesus, just like Tina. Oh God, we're gonna have a a Hunters Anonymous Thanksgiving at Keith's house, just because.
Uh, we should
In
have a
general,
Hunters Anonymous Thanksgiving. That'd be hilarious.
oh my God,
Where
we
just
could do like.
clinking glasses, getting mad at each other, and having fucking arguments.
I definitely think that I don't know what day. Well, you know what? Let's just echo. When is New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve will be on Thursday, December 31st, 2020.
So it's a Thursday. So New Year's Eve is a Thursday night. I think we should have. Thanks. I think we should have uh like a New Year's stream.
Oh yeah, we'll do the Mike and James New Year's bash.
I think we even talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
That's gonna happen.
Well, because I don't
Kimber,
do shit on New Year's Eve, so like.
I don't either. Well, pandemic or not, my ass stays at home. My parents stay at home. They go to bed early. I don't do shit because for one, I don't believe in the concept of time. So it doesn't a new year. You know, we can all just have like a Google Meet New Year's Eve, and while we all watch the Yellowstone exploding.
As we watch the clock tick back to 2020 again.
No kidding. Whew, Kimbark says my mom used to try to get us to eat ground salmon burgers. She stopped after 13-year-old me worked it up at the table.
Salmon patties get punched in the face.
Yeah, if you know, I mean, if you're gonna have a hamburger, have a hamburger.
Yeah.
With going back on Keith's thing, the whatever burgers, the fake burgers. Yeah. That's
the Impossible Burger.
Oh, no. I went to, before the pandemic, when they started introducing those damn burgers, I went to Burger King and I ordered just a regular Whopper. And I swear I know they had to put a Impossible Burger or whatever in there because it was more flavorful. And an hour later, I literally was just shitting nonstop. And I'm like, No. I'm like, that was not a Whopper. That was a lie.
Who put these legumes in my cheeseburger?
Yeah, this no. All these veggie burgers. Oh, I'm a vegan. Yeah, they cooked your veggie burger on the same griddle.
Hey, Robert
Nasty.
from Oklahoma. How's it going?
Hey, Robert.
Oh, my nose is starting to progressively get more and more stuffed.
Just remember, you're the one that
I
extended the
know,
streak
I know. It needed to be done for the people.
for the people. Do it for humanity. How are you doing, Robert from Oklahoma? Welcome to uh, the last 20 minutes of the Hunters Anonymous After Dark, the last one for October, as we head deeper into haunt season.
I'd like to talk about
Other-
Mike and James show. Well, while we have a moment, right?
That's
I've
that's
got
what we're doing right.
Listen, I've got so many plans, right? I would like to do the decades. We'll start off with a series on all the greatest things from every decade, and every day will be a new topic.
Every day, I'm not doing this damn stream every day.
I mean, every stream. Wait, we're not going to do it Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Nope, because I'll quit.
Well, damn it! I was all
I don't
set up
even-
to go and everything.
I don't even.
We're going to be the
don't
voice
even-
for people's ride into work. We're going to take over the radio.
Well, now here's the deal with that. I think that we also should, if we're going to do it, we really should do a True Blue podcast format. So we can do some live ones, but we could do some, 30-minute pre-recorded, to really get some podcast numbers up. So I can see that.
Oh, I don't care what we do, honestly. Let's keep these things rolling.
Oh no, we'll totally keep it rolling. I would like to say that Keith says veggie burgers might taste okay if cooked in bacon grease. Keith, veggie burgers don't need any additive diarrhea inducing. I like bacon grease, but I don't think rolling veggie burgers. That would
What be
tear
the
somebody.
point of cooking a veggie burger in bacon grease? Like, you're eliminating the entire purpose, and you're just stuck with a shitty patty.
Not to change subject on the Mike and James though. I want to. Danny says, "Laugh my ass off. I can't do pretend food like I'll eat healthy, but don't tell me it's a burger when it's ground up lentils and shit. My brain cannot handle that. Well, my stomach can't handle it. I mean, why would I want to eat like 15 salads compacted into one burger patty, and then just decide that, my intestines need to be cleaned out for the next 2 hours?
See, look, he's already hyped up on the whole idea. He's already hyped on it. I'm telling you, man.
I like.
It's gonna work.
He says fucking yard darts and steel Tonka trucks.
Exactly. That's
No,
what
I-
I want to do. I want to focus on that stuff.
Kim Mark says, I bet a roommate I could go vegan for once. After a month long, I was out. Never punished the thunder
Thunder bucket.
That was hard to read because I was like, new word for me. He says
Veggie
veggie
burgers
burgers.
and technology. You're pissing me off.
And just think, it was some dude, some science student in a lab that came up with the Impossible Burger. So there's a double FU. No, I like that idea. So, okay, so the Mike and James show. Okay, I like that idea. That's good. We'll do that. Do a little podcasting, for real podcasting.
Yep. And I think having a consistent schedule like we have now, maybe do it at a more reasonable time. So, like, literally when people are, post the podcast or whatever the hell it is at the time. At a time when people actually are driving to or from work. Which, I mean, we could post podcasts at any time. You just set it to release at a certain time.
Well, yeah. See, I mean, I think the live shows. I think there's some folks that are, they're night owls and they kind of enjoy this. We can set time limits though. They literally will only be 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, we can submit. Well, podcast, people listen to those at their leisure anyway, so it's not like you have to. It's not like it's a like a newscast at 5:30 or something.
But there's so much material, man. I'm such a nostalgic like person, and you're old, so you've got the history.
Okay, Mark.
Well, I'm saying like you can cover the stuff that I got nothing from '84 on. I'm all right. Well, not even really. I would say like '87. I'd say I know much more before '87.
Well, I'm so damn old I can't remember most from anything. I'm just kidding. No, I'm all about it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And we could always intertwine Halloweeny type
Of course,
nostalgia.
100%.
So what other ideas you got?
Just random games and stuff. Coming up with random things for us to do, try stuff. Because everybody seemed to like the shitty candy corn thing. So maybe some more random stuff like that. Who knows?
I like it. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, just some entertaining shit, you know, because we've got the entertainment part. News,
And the
maybe,
shit part.
but 100% the shit and the entertaining.
I don't know. Well, the news. I mean, I don't know. There's so. Oh my God. Yellowstone erupted today. Let me read this out real quick. My girl ate the Impossible Burger and liked it. She asked if I wanted to buy it. I said I'd rather eat my own ass. Kimbark says, I like the idea from several episodes back to getting you guys and science together with some of us guests from the shows and doing Haunters Roundtable. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I
Absolutely.
mean, we had a really good idea going, and a lot of that got shelved because of stuff. So we've kind of taken on our own entities, and we have our own stuff going. So we absolutely can 100% do a show where we have all our guests come back on. Except for
Broadway
maybe a few, but
well, we need another ghost story night.
I
agree.
love that ghost story. And Zach is always so fun to listen to. He's got so much stuff. Dude's super intelligent and can tell the story like nobody, man.
So Key says no trivia, and right below it, Danny says Broadway musical trivia. Y'all fight it out.
Y'all fight it out.
Here's your man.
Washing my hands of that madness. I really did like the ghost story, Nate.
Yeah. But the big question is, I mean, do we do it all under the moniker of Haunters Anonymous, or do we start another page where we have to build numbers up again?
I say we just build our own page and make it a separate thing with like we'll do crossover stuff. I mean, we'll get the numbers up pretty quickly. I have no doubt about that, honestly, because we can even stream it to Haunters Anonymous if we feel like it.
Oh, that's true.
But I'm thinking like I've got a really cool idea for like a logo and caricatures.
Are we gonna do that in place of Haunters Anonymous on the off season? Or are we still gonna try to do it lead?
Yeah.
So no more Haunters Anonymous after October.
Well, this is where we needed to make some decisions, honestly.
Okay. Because the deal with that is if it becomes, I mean, even if you stream from one to the other, if you have a page, it becomes relatively inactive for what its intended was, then you're just kind of going backwards.
I'd say we would do Haunters Anonymous like once a week or something, and then we can do the other thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Would we still do that?
Yeah.
I mean, we could do that and then do one live show or two live shows, Mike and James, and then still do podcasts.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and it would keep Haunters Anonymous still going, and then we'll, because I don't want to clutter up too much of Haunters Anonymous with like our random bullshit.
Right. Well, the cool thing, I mean, and everybody gets to hear this secret. The cool thing is we pretty much only have like 1/8 from Haunters Anonymous that is actually on a podcast platform.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still plenty of stuff to pump to the podcast platform for Haunters Anonymous to go for several months after we slow down these actual live streams, if that makes sense.
But this way, everybody that's here currently understands that, like, you're still going to be able to, like, listen to us and talk shit and have fun and everything.
Yeah.
But we'll
It'll just
have,
be,
yeah, we'll be able to be a lot more broader with our topics. And it's already kind of chaotic on here, but I want to be able to focus more on haunt stuff on here and then have our other show be just dedicated to like just craziness and like something you would want to sit down and listen to for an hour a night.
well, and the thing this year, and by the way, Keith, Kimbark, Repo the Genetic Opera. That's fantastic that you've even seen that.
Awesome.
Because that's a wild ass show, wild ass movie. This year was kind of, I mean, I think, well, this year with Haunters Anonymous, a lot of the stuff became random because, honestly, because of the pandemic, there was almost no haunt news except openings and closures. I mean, there was no conventions. There was literally, the excitement was very low key because so many haunts were going to be closed. So I think that's why, it did become kind of randomish, which has also worked out very well. Danny, the Streamloots cards, you don't have to burn through them.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
They don't expire. Well, honestly, January, January, we typically start the new haunt season, but even HauntCon and the Halloween Party Expo have already canceled for January. Next year is still going to be. Danny, you still need to start your karaoke Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Not talking about do it. Damn. Don't burn through your Streamlit cards. Mark, we're still here. James decided that he was so sick that he wanted to go another 30 minutes just to make it worse.
I'm really paying for it, man. My nose is getting so stuffed up and my throat's starting to burn.
Well, that's not good.
We'll make it. We got 7 minutes. We'll be fine.
7 minutes. And then everybody, James will never extend the stream again. Mark, what did you miss? We've been talking about the new show that we're going to do after the haunt season closes out. Tonight will be the last After Dark for about 3 weeks. We probably won't start the After Darks back until the second weekend of November, but that's okay because we're going to have some miscellaneous streams here and there as we get closer to Halloween. He said, I don't come here for the haunt talk. I come for the personalities. Oh,
yeah. And
well,
I mean, that's exactly what I think is like, we'll keep this running, it'll be our thing. And then once it starts, so once we actually get haunt news coming like next year or whatever, we'll actually have things to talk about haunt related on here. But having the Mike and James show will allow us to develop our personas more online, and it'll be a just a more robust show that's not works. I mean, I always feel bad when we do Haunters Anonymous stuff and we have zero haunt talk. I'm always like, I feel bad about this. And if we just do a show that's based on our personalities, it'll allow us to just, be more creative and not be constricted. And at least for me, I'll feel better about not doing constant haunt news when there's nothing to talk about.
Well, and for next year, everybody cross your fingers, wear your masks. When things become more normalized, hopefully, And like James said, there is a lot of haunt news to talk about. So when we go on Haunters Anonymous, we may have an hour show or hour and a half show, and we'll have all kinds of guests, and we'll have all kinds of haunt news, and we'll have all kinds of like new haunts opening and new stuff and conventions and this and the other. So it'll be much more concise with Haunters Anonymous with this, and then the other show, like James said, will be more of a free for all thing like that.
And we
So
can always talk haunt stuff on there. I mean,
yeah, but it'll be, but we may even say like, well, tune into Haunters Anonymous when we talk about this, and still keep it, separation of church and state kind of bit.
yeah.
Keith says this year was completely screwed for the haunt world. You're right, it really was. I don't know what that word is, Mark, so I'm not going to read it. I'm afraid to.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
Lanny meow me meow Masickle. So Kim Mark says, as long as I can come on the new show and show off my new stuff, I do a lot of sculpting. Well, Kim Mark, you'd be coming on Haunters Anonymous, which is the perfect forum for that. You're definitely going to be on several times, more times. So, and we're not just shutting Haunters Anonymous down. That's why I was asking James. It's just
it'll be like a weekly thing, I think. And at non-haunt season, it's going to be probably a weekly thing, or maybe, I don't know. We haven't really refined that part of it, but there'll be at least one Haunters Anonymous show a week, to just cover whatever the hell happened over the week.
Yeah, and that's just for the short foreseeable future.
Yeah,
I mean, the haunt season this year has been such a drag anyway that after Halloween, folks are probably just going to be like, shit. I don't want to think about it for a few months. So, I mean, next year, everybody cross your fingers, as haunt season starts to ramp up, which actually happens in March, which is with Transworld, if it happens. January, February, March is Transworld. There'll be more Haunters Anonymous shows during the week. I mean, we just ramp it back up. It's just like haunt season. I mean, a lot of people sculpt year long, but quite honestly, at the second week of November, everything shifts gears. Even haunts that shift gears for their Christmas shows. Everybody goes into winter mode in the United States. Everybody goes into, well, we're having Christmas shoved down our throats more so, and so that's the idea, is that there won't be any haunt news. And like James said, Haunters Anonymous, even though we have a lot of fun with it, it would be cool to just have nonstop guests and nonstop news and still have a blast with it, but then have the other show to have just a free for all fun.
Yeah,
we'll have After Dark again.
Yep. Think about Halloween even on Xmas morning.
Well, I do too, but excuse me. So, the expansion was also inevitable, and James and I have been talking about it for a while anyway. And not only that, but there's other things that we're going to try to get in the works as well. So, you kind of prepare yourselves for all kinds of crazy ass things on the near horizon. The pandemic has been one just complete sad 2020 bullshit. Everybody knows. I'm tired of it, but it has put a fire under James and I's asses for projects we've been talking about for a while.
Yep. And I mean, Haunters Anonymous is not going away by any means. It's expanding and it's growing for sure. And I'm excited to see like where Haunters Anonymous ends up. But for me, at least, having the Mike and James show where we can just be like our normal personalities, which is what we do here, but it's gonna take pressure off of at least me, because like I said, I always feel so guilty about coming on and not talking about haunt stuff. But it's like, unless I'm sitting here doing research all day to find out anything haunt related, other than close here, it just got so repetitive that
Yeah.
we're just gonna have more fun on the other show. Like that's just more relaxed, and then we kick back into our regular, I guess, 3 days a week for Haunters Anonymous when stuff starts kicking off big time.
Yeah, for us the Hunters Anonymous. It's going to be the same lull that happens in the industry in itself. Quite honestly, and like I said, this year because everything was so incredibly screwed up and low key, the Hunters Anonymous kind of intermingled with the show that's going to come out of it anyway. So, like James said, it's an evolution. It's not nothing's really changing. It's just there's going to be a separation between the two because hopefully next year we have non-fucking stop haunt attraction news. Like holy shit, um, and that's what we're hoping for and gearing for. Um, you know, if this pandemic doesn't linger well into next year, and that's what we're hoping. So, um, um, so that's it. I mean, y'all are just basically hearing some of the stuff that we, like James said, we talk about before or after the stream. Um, just to kind of keep y'all informed. See, Kim, I'm hoping all the comic conventions come back next summer. Those kind of proceed into my business. Yeah, Kimbark, we do too. Yeah, see, Keith, on the second show, you can tell us exactly what you do with Jabby's mom. And that's exactly when I'll take my potty break until James gives me the thumbs up that I can come back.
And let's face it, I think everybody that's here right now is you guys are here because of us, not because of our haunt news or haunt information.
Which you'd have left already because there is none.
Exactly. Like you're here because it's a fun show to listen to, and everybody that's in chat's fun to talk to. And so that's what the Mike and James show is going to be. It's just going to be an extension of this. And you'll be able to invite all your friends that don't do haunt stuff because it'll just be a regular show.
Yes, and that's true too. There's a lot of people that probably don't come here because they're like, well, I don't fucking care about haunt stuff, and they just don't know we haven't.
We talk very little about haunt shit.
Yeah, this year's just sucked as far as haunt stuff, but we'll keep everybody informed. Like I said, it's an evolution. From all of the fun that we have with y'all. It's really an evolution. It's a broadening expansion. Haunters Anonymous will be bigger and better next year, but everybody's got to have a few projects. we might as well have a few too. So,
and listen, because of the stream loot cards, we're actually able to move in some bigger directions than even we thought. So,
yeah.
Your guys' support on the stream loot cards is really driving some stuff that I think you guys are gonna have fun with. So,
and then hopefully the merchandise will do the same. We haven't pushed it as much, but we will be. We will be, just because it's fun to do. But the stream loot card have been a hoot. And Kimbark, thank you so much. Best host on the internet.
It's entirely too kind.
That's entirely too kind. You're just crazy, but
I don't disagree with it. I think we're a hell of a lot of fun to listen to.
Well, you all help quite a bit because y'all give a lot of the material that we work with.
Yeah. I mean, it's a melding of things. Like it's your personality meeting my personality, like clashing with chat. That's just so. It always makes it fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, if James is going to extend the stream 30 minutes and his nose isn't working, then
yeah. And already I'm over another 4 minutes. So.
Well, but on that note, we'll because you do need to rest because we need you to be up and at 'em for 13 Skeletons on Wednesday. But you can tell your friends and family that everything's evolving. And like I said, the past whatever we've been doing, 8 months or 7 months, has been a blast, and we absolutely will continue doing it. But it's time to do a little evolutionary and get back to a more haunt business with this one, and then take all the crazy assness just to another level, another section. So plenty of projects on the horizon for sure. But most definitely, I think we've come to the conclusion this will be the last After Dark for October and the first weekend of November. So everybody can get a rest. You'll still get plenty of streams because we've got some extra ones coming. Halloween is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. You heard it here first. Somebody else may try to do it, but you heard it here first, and y'all are all part of it. So,
now, did we decide? Are we doing the Haunters Anonymous New Year's Eve, or where are we going to do it?
Well, it's either going to be Haunters Anonymous or the Mike and James show or James and Mike show, whatever. We're definitely going to have a show.
Yeah. I just know if we were doing it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in next week or so, and then decide how it's going to be streamed. But definitely as we anticipated, literally after this first weekend of November, the haunt stuff is going to dwindle even more. I mean, because we still won't know anything with vaccines or anything, so it's probably going to be a sore point for a lot of people. The folks that couldn't open, who missed the season, the folks who did open, who are seeing record numbers, quote unquote, but they're seeing record numbers with restricted. It's a whole other story. But I think after October, it's going to be a sore point for a few months with folks who just kind of want to not really talk about haunt stuff. I'm anticipating that. But yeah, we'll definitely do a New Year's Eve thing, a stream of some sort under whatever moniker.
Yeah.
We're doing the Halloween stream, hook everybody up. Everybody will get plenty of chance to know how we're going to do it. You'll be going to 13 Skeletons on an earlier show for Wednesday, and then we may just decide to do a quick one after that, or I'll just stay on for a little bit. So that's happening. We're definitely going to have Sunday show. The Sunday show, we'll keep those going.
Yeah.
We'll figure it all out. We got plenty of time. That's funny, Keith. Cash in those loot cards and buy a chair that won't squeak. I do need a chair, but I do like my haunted chair. It's kind of cool. Let's see. What do I miss? 50 cents every 2 weeks. That works. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and close it out so James can get some rest. Once again, thank you all for being here. We'll definitely see you Sunday night. Y'all definitely make these live streams what they are. So for me, thank you so much, and I'll pass it on to James.
Sorry, I just read what Danny said, and it's actually a brilliant idea for a T-shirt for the Mike and James show. But on the back, it's a hoot.
Oh, that'll happen. We can make that happen.
That's so good. Oh man, yeah, and we're gonna continue to let everybody know, Keith, for sure. And we can even, we can support you guys even more with our Haunters Anonymous slowing down for the off season, and you're still gonna be shoving it up everyone's ass, as you said. So it'll be good, and I'm excited for it. It should be fun. But we're going to get out of here for tonight, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. Hopefully, I'll be in better shape. So we will see you then, guys.
Yep. Be safe, and thanks, and see you Sunday.